Hey YouTube, today we're going to be talking about the best gear for overlanding, camping, hiking, backpacking, anything you want to do outdoors, the best gear of 2021.
We're embracing the next chapter by simplifying our lives, exploring our dreams, and connecting with what truly matters.
So today we're going to be talking about some of the best gear for overlanding, camping, hiking, outdoors, and even traveling around the world overseas. And you're going to be seeing this throughout 2021. We're going to be testing and doing a lot of different stuff with this, whether it's overlanding, hiking, or maybe taking this overseas into some very, rugged terrain and testing it there.
A long time ago when we started hiking and camping, they didn't have a lot of ultralight gear. But then after our kids were born a little over 20 years ago, they really started to come out with some more compact and lighter gear like this.
So we're going to walk you through today some of the new gear we got. We got some amazing deals at the end of 2020. Most of this stuff was like 50 to 70% off. We're going to walk you through some of these pieces of gear. And then what we're going to do is at the end of this year, we will give you an update on each of these pieces of gear again, tell you what we liked, what we didn't like, what held up, and what, gear is best for the best situation, whether that's overlanding, camping, hiking, or traveling overseas into rugged environments. We're going to give you our opinion on which pieces of gear really worked out the best, which held up the best, and which ones didn't. So the first piece of gear we're going to be talking about here is the Outdoor Research Echo Sun Hoodie, which Jenny is holding up here. Now, we learned about these from another YouTuber, a really awesome hiker by the name of Craig Adams. He really uses these a lot in his videos, so we're going to try one out. The unique thing about this, so a sun hoodie, it's ultra lightweight, it's compact, it packs into a pack or anything, and it gives you, it's also moisture wicking material, and then it also gives you UPF, which is ultraviolet protective fabric, which protects you from the sun. So this one, specific one, has a UPF rating of 15, which is not super high, but at least it's giving you some, some protection from UV rays. So this would be really good for, summer hikes or summer outdoor activities where you want to have protection from the sun and the UV rays, but you don't want to wear something, that's super heavy and is going to be hot. So, this, because of the moisture wicking properties, because you can hike in it and it has the sun protection, is going to be a really good all around hoodie that you can use in summer hiking. Especially, when you're talking about if you're getting up and doing some hikes on top of mountains or areas where, the UV rays tend to be higher. This is a really good option for keeping you cool and dry and protected from the UV rays.
Next, we're going to be talking about this Gossamer gear, Mariposa 60. This ultralight backpack only weighs 31.2 ounces or 884 grams.
Yeah, if you might have seen our hike we did in the Kochi Stronghold, you saw me testing this thing out, and I will tell you that for me it was kind of weird because I'm used to carrying a lot of stuff and a lot of weight. I'm not used to this light and small of a backpack, and it was kind of difficult for me. So I think what we're going to try to do is probably Jenny's going to be using this, and I'm going to probably go with a more heavy, robust, bigger backpack that I can carry a lot of stuff. But for her, this is a really great backpack.
This pack has solid suspension, durable materials, and a whole bunch of little pockets for organization. This pack is made for optimally carrying 35 pounds, and it really has through hikers in mind.
So next we'll be talking about the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Shadow Hoodie. Now, if you've watched any of our other videos, Jenny and I are big fans of Mountain Hardwear. We wear a lot of their stuff. It's been really reliable for us over the years. So this puffy, that's actually a hoodie, is super ultra lightweight. It's very, very packable, and it's made of all recycled materials. I wish you could feel this thing because you wouldn't believe the weight. It's only 10.5 ounces. You could pack this thing down into, almost that big or smaller. It's crazy how compact you can get this thing to save space. And it has Primaloft Ultra Silver 80-gram insulation. So these are awesome for, the cold early mornings or when the sun goes down at night and it's getting a little bit cool. Throw these on. It keeps you really warm. You want to keep them away from the campfire because of the materials. But other than that, whether you're overlanding, camping, hiking, traveling, whatever you're doing, honestly, this thing is a must-have for your packing list.
Lance also has a puffy by Mountain Hardwear, but his is called the Ghost Whisper. The Ghost Whisper is only 8.3 ounces, and it's very compactable, and it has a nice form-fitted athletic fit as well. And it's also treated and stuffed with 800 fill goose down. Recently, both of these jackets were on sale between 50 and 70% off, which is why we grabbed these deals. Next up, we have the Audlo Women's Black Comb Base Layer Pants and Hoodie. These are made with recycled materials for thermal insulation and moisture wicking properties. These are for cold nights in camp or sleeping, and they are toasty warm.
Now, as we said for a long time, Jenny and I have been big, Mountain Hardwear wearers, but we're going to try out some Arc'teryx brand jackets for Gore-Tex raincoats. Now, I've worn the Arc'teryx Leaf brand before, which are specifically designed for law enforcement and military. I've had really good results with those. So Jenny has the Arc'teryx Beta SL Hybrid, which is an ultralight 2-layer Gore-Tex jacket that's, again, it's ultra lightweight, it's packable, and it has some pretty awesome technology when it comes to a hard shell. It's designed with 2 different Gore-Tex fabrics, and how they do this too is it's lighter in the areas where you want it breathable, and it's a little bit heavier ply or dual ply Gore-Tex in areas where you're going to be a little bit rougher on it, which I really like. So it's made of the Gore-Tex N40R material, which is super lightweight and durable. And this thing weighs in at only 10.6 ounces or 300 grams.
And Lance has the men's version, so it's the Arc'teryx ZETA SL, whereas mine was the Beta. This is the ZETA SL, and it's made with basically the same technology as mine. So this is also super lightweight, but it comes in weighing just a little bit more at 10.9 ounces or 309 grams.
So next up is the ZETA Summit Coolmax adapter sleeping bag liner that also has insect shield built into it. So you may ask yourself, what's a sleeping bag liner? Because I'd never heard of these before. But I talked to some through hikers, and sleeping bag liners, they add an extra layer of protection inside your sleeping bag. They actually make it so it's warmer when you're in colder climates, and it actually is a little bit cooler when you're in hot climates or in humidity. So these things have a really nice feel to them. It feels kind of like, like a silk liner that's really cool to the touch. So this has insect shield built into the fabric, which keeps away things like ticks, fleas, flies, mosquitoes, any of those types of things. So if you're sleeping in areas where, those are prevalent, or maybe you're overseas in an area where there's a high, threat of malaria, this is a really good option to build in there. And it also provides that extra layer of comfort, which depending on where you're at, you may really want that.
Next, we have our Sierra Madre Hot Pocket, which I'm super excited about. It's a personal heater that you can put inside of your sleeping bag, and it has its own rechargeable power bank. And it's lightweight, and it's compact, and it's rechargeable by solar, so that's really cool. I don't know if you saw our Cochise Stronghold video, but it was super cold out there, so I'm excited to test this out. It's January right now, so I'm sure we're gonna be having like a whole separate video on how this thing works.
The next thing's a little piece of vanity, but we thought it was kind of cool. These are food bags made by a company called Hilltop Packs, and they actually let you do your own customized logo on their pack. So food packs, these are good for, they go inside your pack when you're doing hiking. If you're in bear country, you're going to want to put your food in a bear pack and hang it up over a tree. So where these would really come in useful is for, if you're doing any through hikes like the PCT or the Appalachian Trail. If you go to some of the shelters there, everybody kind of puts their food bags in one location. A lot of times all the food bags look exactly alike. So when you're getting up in the early morning trying to hit the trail again, you don't want to grab somebody else's food pack because they all look the same. This kind of negates that process. You've got your own customized vanity food pack. So when you're going to grab these, you know which one is yours, and nobody should be mistaking yours for theirs. This next one is a long time coming. I got my first Petzl headlamp issued to me almost 20 years ago, and I'm still using that thing. Now that's great. I mean, the Petzl's held up for 20 years, but the technology has come a long way in the last 20 years, and so it was time to upgrade. So I got this new one for both Jenny and I.
It's the Nightcore NU25 headlamp, and it has 360 lumen. It has a whole bunch of different settings. It's really lightweight, and it's rechargeable by solar as well.
So you probably notice a trend with a lot of this stuff. We're going more lightweight, more portable, and more solar. So the next thing we're going to be talking about here, this is the Big Blue 24 watt solar panel, which is really compact, lightweight, packable for what it does. But this thing it's exactly what it is. It's a solar panel, 24 watts. So it's 26.6 ounces or 754 grams. So this thing is good for, you know, taking it out on hikes or trails or overlanding, whatever you may be doing. This thing can then charge your phones, your cameras, any electronic devices you have. It has USB ports built in, which you can charge off that. So, you know, it is what it is. Portable, compact, solar that you can take anywhere and have charging ability if you're off grid.
This is basically the same, except for it's more compact. It's a 300 amp hour solar charger, and Lance actually got this from our daughter for Christmas. So this is just a more compact version, and it allows you to charge things multiple times, like your Androids, your iPhones. For example, like your iPhone 11, you can charge that up to 8.5 times.
Next, there's a little story behind this. Somebody, I'm not gonna name any names, broke my folding Army e-tool shovel that I had for over 20 years on one of our overlanding adventures. So we needed a new, you know, trowel. Now, I'm not gonna get into depth into this, explain to you what this is for, but let's just say, hey, everybody poops, right? So this is the ZETA Summit, your personal trowel. What I really like about this, again, super lightweight, super compact. It comes with a little carrying case as well. This thing, you can throw it in the pack, you can throw it in, you know, the overlanding rig, whatever it may be. And then the really cool thing about this is it folds up. And then what I really like is, let's say if you forget your toilet paper, they've thought of that too, because they leave a little howl section in the handle where you can put some spare toilet paper in there. So ZETA Summit trowel, personal trowel. I really like this thing. So we're gonna give it a try.
So let us know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Maybe you got some new gear for 2021 that you could share with us too.